Welcome to another edition of Positively Douglasville. We are here today. I am so very excited to introduce to many of you and make acquainted many more one of our adopted daughters in the community, Sabrina. And we're going to talk today about her experience and her road to the Olympics. We're so very proud of you, Sabrina. And don't be nervous. You know, Sabrina is so gracious. She flew in from California, 2 o'clock this morning, doing some training. And as she says, beating up on some folks getting on her road to the Olympics. So thank you for taking the time to come in and talk with me.
Well, thank you. No problem. I love to be here.
Well, good. So, Sabrina, of course, I've been knowing you for a long, long time. You're friends with my son, Joel. You all graduated together from Douglas County High School and on the swim team together. So, but you guys knew each other in middle school, all the way through Chapel Hill Middle and then Douglas County High in the IB program. So I read in the Chapel Hills News and View stuff about you that I didn't know. I thought I knew everything. No. So we're just talking today about your road to the Olympics and how you made that dream become a reality. So your parents met at a karate exhibit or something. You were like in your mommy's tummy. So you've been in karate in Kumite. How do you pronounce it? Kumite.
Kumite. Yeah, my parents met on the U.S. team. Yeah. My mom met him at a training camp or something like that. And so I guess they kind of already knew what they were doing, like when they decided to have me. So yeah, they opened the dojo. I think it's been open for 21 years now. Wow. So they opened it right before I was born. And I'm 19 now, so it's been going strong. So yeah, I'm very grateful for them, all their experience. And it was kind of their dream too to go to the Olympics. So it was really exciting, finding out that I had such a good chance of going.
Wow. And you're the youngest person on the team, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I made the team at 17. Just to try out. My mom was like, you know, why not? You're going to be 18 by the first event. Let's just do it. Let's go for it. And I got silver last year, which top 2 make the team. And it wasn't a world
silver
championship.
In what? Like the region or the
nation?
In the nation. I just wanted to make sure we knew that.
Yeah,
silver in the nation.
Yeah, second in the United States.
Jeez.
And it was a great opportunity. I went to Curacao for the Pan American Championships, and I ended up missing graduation for it.
I know. Look, we were at graduation ceremony because you all went to the prom together. We were in this limousine, and such beautiful pictures of you and Joel and Uzair and Angel and the whole squad. And so you really were represented, though, at University of West Georgia because they had the hugest picture of you during graduation and from the prom. So you didn't know that, but we were like, where's Sabrina? Boo-hoo. She missed prom. But you missed prom for a good reason.
I did. Actually, I was going to
not prom, but graduation.
Graduation. I was going to miss prom, too, actually. My mom told me I had to choose because U.S. Open, which is a really strong event, was the same weekend as prom. And then the Pan American Championships was the same weekend as graduation. And my mom said, hey, you got to make a choice. I can't miss both. I need one. Yeah. And so I was like, well, that's easy. I'll miss U.S. Open because the Pan American Championships, you get ranking for the Olympics, and U.S. Open, you don't. So yeah, the grandparents weren't too happy, but it's okay. It's all right. Mr. Weaver did a great job. Yeah. Everybody called me and told me.
I know. We were so proud of you. And we were so happy to see your picture up there during the graduation from prom. So you were still there in spirit. So again, you started when you were 7. I mean, I know your parents met, but did you actually start competing or start going to karate?
I started.
Kumite?
Okay. My parents signed me up for Little Dragon karate classes as soon as I could walk.
Oh my gosh.
So I'd done it since then, but I started competing when I was around 7, 8, and then I made the junior U.S. team when I was 12. And then I maintained my spot all the way until this year. I'm still on the junior team. I'm doing both because the junior team actually it caps off at 20, so it's 18 to 20, and then the senior team starts at 18 to 34. And so I've just been maintaining my spot. My sister is also on the junior Olympic team. Yeah,
now, she is a ball of fire.
She is, and people know it in the ring too. She's
wow.
She's pretty popular. For so long I'm Sarah's older sister. I still am. I'm still Sarah's older sister. But But yeah, it was a good process. I started competing at the right age. I wish I competed younger to get more comfortable. But yeah, I love to compete. It's my favorite part of the sport. So.
Wow. And so 17, you made the team, but of course you're 19 now.
Right.
And I was in gymnastics. I was on the Junior Olympics team in gymnastics. It's very difficult to hold your spot through state regionals to make it to the national stage. Is like, that's a lot of work. So you can, how often do you work out? Is it like 5 days, 4 days a week? Or
I kind of think of it by hour. Like I train up to 20 hours a week. I train like before I go to the dojo, and then we do different workouts at the dojo. Like it's not all like in our karate gi. We do cardio, we do anaerobic, we do aerobic activities. We do ring sparring, we do strategic stuff, and then the U.S. team is actually like sending me to like camps and things to train with other people around the world to kind of absorb their knowledge, and the sport is always changing, so you're always learning new stuff.
And so you went to a camp in California yesterday?
I did. I went to a camp on Friday. I went to a camp on Friday, and we had practice on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday.
Gosh.
And I flew out Monday night.
Wow, that's a lot. You are busy.
It's worth it, though. I love it.
It's worth it.
Training is my favorite part. Like,
it is?
Yeah, it's like anticipation for the event.
Now, tell me about karate and pronounce it for me again.
Kumite.
Kumite.
Okay.
Tell me, how is it like sparring? Is it when you're in and you have like a certain time frame that you're supposed to accumulate points?
Right.
Okay. So.
How it works, it's changed a lot to fit the Olympic requirements, but the gist of it is Kumite, we wear hand pads. We have a chest protector if you're a girl, and we wear shin pads and foot pads. And it's full contact. You can hit as hard as you want. You have to control when you go to the head, of course. We're there to score points. We're not there to hurt each other.
Right.
You do have to hit, though. And you have 5 judges. One person is standing and walking around the ring and stopping the match to award points and stuff like that, and penalties. And what the goal is you want to score 8 points. And for girls, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, unless it is finals. But it's not like you have one match a day. You have all of your matches in one day, and then finals is the only match you have on a separate day. So
how many matches in a day, typically?
It depends on how many people there are.
Oh, I see.
So, like the tournaments I said in the article that I'm traveling around the world to up my ranking, you can have up to 6 to 8 matches in a day,
serious?
And that's not including repechage for third or not including finals.
Gosh.
So yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot. It's like a process of elimination.
Right.
That you continue to go and match someone and spar, and then if that person is eliminated, then you move on to the next round. But and I would imagine that the competition is more intense and severe, the more you move up.
It is. It is brackets, so it's exactly like how you described it. But yeah, the more you go up, the harder the matches are. And even if they're like low-scoring matches, it's just as intense.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, you don't want to touch your beautiful face. You and your mommy and your sister, you guys look like triplets.
We do look very similar.
I know. And look, I came one time, a couple of times.
You did. to the dojo.
Oh my gosh. I was like, everything was sore when I left. I was doing the ropes, and there was like some tires or something. You walk in and you bow. I was like, whew.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to come back tomorrow. But everything hurt on my body. I need to go back, though, because I need to get in shape.
Well, hey, you're more than welcome.
Okay.
More than welcome. Yeah. Trust me, I'm sore all the time. You're not the only one.
But you know what? You've had some injuries, and this is amazing to me that you're able to come back because you swam. I mean, you do other sports too, and you were a great swimmer. You guys made it to state, the whole team. The relay teams anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Really, I joined swim team because I have asthma. Like I have really bad asthma,
and I wanted
I don't really show it that much, but I have really bad asthma, and swim team was really good. It taught me how to like count my breaths and control my breathing. And it's really good for you. Like, I love swimming. Like, if I was better, goodness, I still swim. It's part of my workout. Like, I do it 3 times a week, and it's a lot of work. But yeah, I did track in middle school. I did swim team all through high school. Me and Joel were captain.
Yeah, you guys are captain of the team.
Yeah, I loved it. The injuries are the tough part, though.
Yeah.
Because it's more, it's really like in your brain, it's on your mind.
Yeah.
Because like in a sport like this, in karate, where you have to decide like what you're going to do in the ring, the decisions you make and the way that like like what your body is capable of takes a lot of like, it takes a lot of work to understand it. So when you have a setback like that, it's so frustrating. But I'm stubborn, you know, so I had to learn how to take my time, recover fully. But
it was a long period for one. I mean, because you've had more than one. And for me, being a gymnast, I understand that. Even I cheered in college, and so my right knee, like, I know it. And then when we did vault, I was like, okay, don't land a certain way because you're nursing it, you're afraid. It's emotional. And you have to really get beyond that to say, okay, I'm stronger now. I can handle everything like the $6 million woman. My body's going to be okay. But you actually know that. So to get beyond the physical setback is more of an emotional thing. Right. But it seems like you're really strong, in your mind. You do Jedi mind tricks.
I have to be. I have a right ankle, a really bad right ankle. Oh. And when I was...
We're not telling no secrets, because if people listen to this, don't try to go for the ankle, because you'll mess them up.
Oh, they can go for it if they want to. It's not going to do anything.
Like Mr. Weaver said, there's only one person I'm afraid of in the whole school. No, that's Sabrina.
Hey, it's not going to do much. I still have 3.
That's right.
You
can still get
them. With.
Yeah.
But I have a bad right ankle, and I made the World Championships my freshman year for junior team. And I broke my ankle 2 weeks before. And it was like a huge, like it really hit me really hard. And, my mom told me like, hey, if you want to come back, you want to be top in the nation again, you have to take care of your body. So that's what we're doing. And I have teammates that have suffered worse injuries. Like I have a teammate named Thiley who trains with me. He's at our dojo. He was 7th in the world, and he ruptured his Achilles. But I mean, now he's coming back. He's top 6 in the nation.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he's doing great stuff. So.
Yeah, so orthopedic surgeons and all of that and all these physical therapy can kind of help you get it back together. And swimming really helps. Joe still swims, too, on campus at Georgia Southern. He's like, all right, Mom, I want to be a lifeguard now because they pay. He went in the gym. He's like, oh, they pay money at the pool, so I want to be a lifeguard. I said, that's great, Joel. Then he said, okay, well, I need $125 so I could do I said at the aquatic center, wasn't it free or something, like $65? Anyway, so swimming really helps because it's all of the muscles in your body. And for you, it's helping you to breathe with your asthma.
It got me in shape. Mr. Bennett.
I know it.
Mr. Bennett works
6:30.
me. He works me. He helped a lot. And you could see it in the ring. Like, I could maintain. I had better endurance, and it kept my muscles like loose and stuff like that. Like my ankle had good flexibility just from kicking and stuff. So I thank him a lot. He was part of the journey too.
I know, Mr. Bennett. How was the physics? IB physics instructor going to be the swim coach too, but he was really good. I remember you guys had 6:30. It was 6:30 in the morning, wasn't it?
6:30 in the morning practices. Yes.
Yeah, my husband used to pick you guys up. He's like, ugh, 6:30. But it was good. You got it out of the way. You had energy for the whole day.
Right.
Which was really good. Now, to stay with the Olympic team, do you have to have a certain amount of trainings per year? Is it like 10 or 12 or something? I don't know if I read that.
Tournaments.
Tournaments. There you go. Okay. Like gymnastics meets. That's how I correlate it.
So what you have to do to qualify for the national team, for the Olympic team, you have to be 18 or 34. You have to, or at least by the first event. You have to be top 6 at the national championships. And then they take top 6 from there to go into the, we go to the Colorado Olympic Training Center, and we do team trials there.
Okay.
And they do it every year. So in July, I have to try out again, but still, I still have it until next January.
Okay.
But I'm top seed, so I'm seeded right. I'm already seeded top 6, so I'm already like set good for next year's team trials. But yeah, you have to do a national qualifier, then you have to do the national championships, and then you have to win the team trials.
Wow.
And then to go to the Olympics, is based on ranking.
I see.
And to raise your ranking, I have to go to these tournaments that are all outside of the country.
Are you serious?
Most of them are in Europe, yeah. That's what I've been doing for the last year. Most of them are in Europe. I've been traveling to Germany, Istanbul, Turkey. I've been going to London. I've been to Austria. Argentina, I went to Curacao. I was just talking to your crew. I'm going to Chile in June.
Oh, wow. Did you have Spanish? Was that your foreign language?
No, I didn't. I took French.
You took French. I was going to say Spanish would help now.
It would have helped a lot, but you know, it's okay. It's really expensive, but it's worth it. The dream is
it's attainable. Yes,
right.
And so for
there.
2020, you try out next year, but tell me how it works.
For 2020, I'm on the team. Like I'm on the team for the World Championships. Everybody who wants to go to the Olympics wants to go to this year's World Championships because it's the only one before the World Championships, before the Olympics.
And you get your ranking from there.
Right, and so my ranking will go up this year. So that's kind of why they made it a big, I'm number one in the nation now. I won this year.
Sabrina! Is this the story that you told me that you had a girl on your wall or something, and she was your inspiration?
Right, and I had her first round.
And you had her first round.
Right.
And you beat her.
Right.
You unseated the number one person.
Right. No, I'm a huge...
That's what I'm talking about. That was some inspiration. And you know what? I think it comes from you not putting your gold medals out, but your silver and bronze. So I don't know, to me that I told you it's Jedi mind tricks. You kind of, there's something going on because you know what? I was excited about the little gold medals, the pins for the Junior Olympics with the red, white, and blue. Junior Olympics, the girls. I had them all over everything, all the trophies. But you put yours away and keep out silver and bronze to motivate you.
Yeah, I was a huge fan. Like I'm like a karate geek when I go to tournaments. I'm like, she's doing that, I can do that. Like I'll be in the ring and I see her do something. I'm like, I got this. Like I can do it. And so I had her first round at the national championships this year, and I was like, oh my gosh.
The person that you see when you go to sleep and when you wake up.
Right. I have a picture of us like together.
Wow.
And she's a great athlete still. And I had her first round. And, I know how she fights. I'm a huge fan. And my mom is my coach. And
she's serious.
Your mother's very serious. But I wouldn't have it any other way. She's a great coach. She's so smart. And she told me, like, going into the ring, she was like, it's your time. Don't be intimidated, because if you go in there intimidated, they're not going to respect you. You have to demand respect in the ring, and that's how you win.
Wow.
And it was a turning point, like, in my career, like as an athlete. And so I went in there and I beat her in a vote. Like we tied and I won in a vote. Gosh. And then I had her first round at the Olympic Training Center again.
Are you serious?
And I beat her with points. And I beat her by 3, I think, which it was 3-0, so she didn't score. So it was a big deal. I'm not even going to say
anything. I'm just going to look down at my paper. You said, okay.
It was
Goodness.
It was a big one.
That was a big deal.
It was.
It takes something on the inside, perseverance, to move beyond when you have something that's really intimidating. And I understand that, running for mayor, because I didn't win the first time. Right. In 2011, I won the general, got into a runoff, and lost by 88 votes. And so I'm like, boom, 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 it's all over.
Yeah,
but in 2015, that came back, because you just can't give up. I think when you participate in sports and team sports, and just it's something on the inside that pushes you to do your very best, and you compete against yourself, even if the person is, seated number one. Right. And for me, it was like, okay, well, this is the seated mayor. There's no way you can be a woman and beat him, and there's never been an African American, a minority woman. So kudos. I understand where you're coming from. It takes a lot to push beyond all of that. And again, it's a lot more, I think, mental and emotional than the physical that's before you.
Right.
So we're so proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Now, you were talking about traveling all over. And I know it's very expensive.
It
and
is.
so, yeah, it's kind of like pageants. That you don't win the purse until you're like at the big pageant.
Right.
So,
and
so how do you pay for this, and can we help you in the community? So tell us some ways we can kind of help you.
Okay, so everything is coming out of personal funds. The Olympic team doesn't sponsor athletes before the events. Like they'll pay you back if you. They'll pay a portion of your ticket if you after you medal at the World Championships or the Pan American Championships or the Pan American Games, but all the tournaments in between where you have to get your ranking up, they don't pay for.
Wow.
And it's really hard for me because I was starting at zero. Like I was the youngest competitor, so I just now started earning points, and I'm doing well. I'm doing well for like my age and stuff. You know, I'm at a good place in the ranking, but a lot of the older athletes, like the person I beat, like her ranking was high, so they were helping her go to these trips. So it is all coming out of our own personal accounts and stuff like that. I do have a GoFundMe. It's in the magazine. It's written in there, or you can find it on our Facebook page at Champion Karate, or my Instagram page. It's kind of everywhere. And we're making it happen slowly.
We need
but
to help
surely.
you. We need to help
Please.
you because we're so very proud of you. We have Olympians. We just welcomed home Alana Myers-Taylor from her third time medaling in the Winter Olympics for bobsled. And so she was at the mall about a month ago or so. And Christy Caslin from Chapel Hill High School, who won a bronze in the Olympics for the last Olympics for hurdles. So it is a tough thing to do.
It is.
But we're producing some great women that are making a difference. Now, this weekend at Alexander High School, you have something that your family or the...
So my mom, like I said, she owns a dojo, and she's my coach. And she actually hosts a national qualifier in Douglasville. So people like travel from all around the country, and they come to this event to qualify for the national championships.
I see.
And so, it's this weekend at Alexander, and it'll kind of give you, like, if you want to come, like everyone's welcome to come. You'll see how the sport goes, like how we fight in the ring, how there's two separate categories actually, and I should be fighting if there is a division for me. So.
Are you serious? Saturday?
I want to. I want to fight.
You want to fight? You weren't tired? You just came back from California.
Well, I'm tired, but
but it gives you more
it's fun.
experience.
Yeah,
it's fun.
like it.
So we may come. You know, Ani, one of your biggest fans, my baby daughter. Oh my gosh, she's on the Sabrina team. She's like everything is Sabrina. When Chapel Hill's News of Views came out, I think she picked up like 10 of them, and they're all over the house, like on the bathrooms, in the kitchen. She's like, "Mommy, did you see Sabrina?" I said, "I saw Sabrina, Anna."
You're like, it's hard to miss. I see her everywhere.
So we are very excited. So Anna and I may come by on Saturday and check you out, or just look and see how they pan out, so that we'll know how to scream when you're actually on TV on the Olympics. I was going to see if there was something else. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I know you're at Georgia State also.
Right.
But it's hard to go to school when you're traveling all around the country and all around the world competing.
Right. So originally, like, I was like excited for college. Like, I'm good at school. I was in the IB program.
You're in the IB program. You're smart.
Right.
Beauty, brains, blondes, it's too many things. Personality.
No, I was really excited for college. Like, it's like an independence thing. You know, a lot of kids are excited for it. But when I won team trials, when I became first in the nation, we kind of had to make a choice. We were like, okay, one thing. We have to give one thing 100%.
That's right.
And I'm not the type of person to go after, like, I think college is really important. Like, when I do it, I want to go at it completely. I want to do it the best I can. And so I decided I am at Georgia State, and I am going to take, like, online courses and stuff like that, like, just to get those prerequisites and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the semester off because of Pan American Championships, the North America Cup, the Pan American Games, the World Championships. There's a lot of these events that are really key to what I want to do moving forward in the next few years. So, you know, I have a good mom. I have a good coach. She's really wise. She gives me good advice, and she's really supportive. And so this is like a group effort. It's not just me. It's a team thing.
Yeah.
And
that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So you'll do some online courses. And how many college freshmen can say, like, I'm going to something. I'm going to Europe tomorrow, and I'm going to be at the games, the Pan American Games, and the World Championships, and so. And Sarah, talk to me a little bit about your little sister. I just love her. She's so funny.
Sarah is
she
something.
A beast though?
She is. Like, okay, Sarah, she's spunky. Like, she's got a really just bold personality, and it really does show through in the ring.
Oh,
like,
wow.
People know her because of, like, she's such, like, a big personality in the ring. She's just got so much spirit and drive.
Yeah.
And if you meet her, a lot of people, like, don't expect her to be, like, this fighter. You know, she's a pretty girl.
But, she's such a cutie pie.
Yeah, she's a beast. She's so good. She's been on the junior national team.
Wow.
And I mean, you know, God willing, like, if I don't make it, like, I'm totally her number one fan. We're each other's number one fan.
Yeah.
And she's gonna do big things too. You guys
we're just crossing our fingers for sister duos in the Olympics and medals and stuff. So your mom is producing these. You know, you look like Wonder Woman. Your mom's producing these. It just hit me because I was thinking, like, your mom's producing these Amazons that are beating up these men. You're Wonder Woman. That's what it is. That's so funny.
Everyone says that to me. Like, I didn't even think about it. And but yeah, my mom, she really is. Like, she's I said,
awesome too.
She was a great athlete. She like medaled at the World Championships when she was competing, and you know, it's good that she traveled the world and she trains the way she does, and she's always, like, open to learning from other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're such good competitors, is because we have such a good coach in our corner. There's a lot of coaches that are really closed-minded, and they're like, no, like, if we're going to do this, you have to do it this way. And she's not. She understands that the game has changed. And so, yeah, I think she's had up to 5 athletes on the U.S. team at one time. 5 athletes.
Are you serious?
Right. So to make the U.S. team, you have to be at least 3rd in the nation. So she's had 5 at one time. And then me, Thylee, and Sarah have consistently been back and forth, like, keep making the U.S. team.
Okay, tell her I'm coming back. But everything's going to be sore. Even my fingers and stuff hurt. But I'm coming back. I'm going to start doing the ropes and jumping through stuff and start doing my punch. So is there anything else you want to talk to us about? Anything you want to say? I know that you, Chapel Hill Elementary, Middle, and then Douglas County High for IB. So you were born in Douglasville.
I was.
You're Douglasville. You're from Douglasville. We're so very proud of you.
Well, thank you. It's everyone's been a team. Like, even in middle school, I was traveling. I was traveling all over. And the teachers, like, I have to thank them, and they helped me. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it, like, last year. It was really hard. Like, we had a lot of
How
things.
in the world did you do all that IB stuff? And you're traveling. Oh, my gosh.
My mom.
Oh, my God. IAs, extended essay, test. Oh, my gosh. Getting the seal, the international baccalaureate for language. And, oh, my goodness. That's a lot. That requirement is so intense.
It is, but I know I wanted to, like, if I'm being completely honest, I wanted to be done after freshman year. I was like, Mom, because I hurt myself, and I was like, Mom, I gotta get back. I gotta train. I don't have time for this. And she was like, someone has time to do all of it. And she was like, why can't it be you? And so that wasn't an option. That wasn't an option. But the teachers really worked with me last year.
Yeah.
They did. They gave me my work beforehand, my extended essay.
Great.
We worked together. Mr. Hall worked a lot with me. Madam Barnes worked a lot with me. The teachers really did have my back. They understood how important this was to me. And I shouldn't have to give up one for the other.
That's right.
And so we did this together, and I'm really appreciative for that.
Well, good. Look, you're going to be my inspiration now for Olivia, the middle one that's kind of quiet, because, you know, she's a bookworm.
And she's a sweetheart, though.
Sitting in the corner reading the whole series of Harry Potter in a weekend. But I'm going to tell her, stick in IB. This next year is her senior year.
Well, she's
I'm
almost
going to say, if Sabrina could do it, and she was traveling all over the world, then you could do it too, Olivia.
She really can.
But, yeah.
She's sweet. She's got it. She's got it for sure.
Well, thank you, Sabrina, for coming in. We're so very proud of you from the city of Douglasville and the mayor's office. Anything that you need, I just cannot wait. This Saturday, we're going to try to sneak in and just say hello, let Anna see all the magazines that she has all over the house. I'm telling her, okay, Anna, okay. But she'll be happy. This is going to be a surprise for her. And we're proud of you. If you need anything from us, please let us know. And you tell me more about Joel than I know, because you guys talk. He's in school. I don't even talk to him. He'll I talked to Sabrina the other day. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I talk to Joel all the time. I'll make sure he...
Tell him to call his mother.
I will.
Yeah, this is finals week. Call your mama sometimes now.
I told him, I think last week, to call his dad, because I saw his dad the other day. I was like, Joel, why haven't you talked to your family
I know,
yet?
call your father. We try to FaceTime him every Sunday, and he's like at someone's apartment or whatever. I'm like, Joel, but he lets me know when he needs money. Okay? No.
I'll get on him.
Thank you so much, Sabrina.
I know.
Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
And we're
me.
praying for you and wishing you the best. And if you need anything, let us know.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. On your road to the Olympics. You're welcome. Well, this has been another edition of Positively Douglasville. This is Rochelle Robinson, Mayor of the City of Douglasville. We appreciate your time and looking, and we ask that you would just send out prayers and best wishes to Sabrina as she goes off to the Olympics and on her road to all of these great things. And we're hoping for gold. So God bless you, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Positively Douglasville.